Hey,
everybody.
Hey, I know we have to be giggling and laughing as soon as we come on because we're so excited, right? So,
Absolutely.
hello, everyone. I'm Nakia Franklin.
And I'm Vawn Gretta.
And welcome to this episode of The Real
and Raw Talk Show,
where there are no boundaries
and no judgments.
Okay, y'all, we're going to get right into it. Welcome back, as I said, to the Real and Raw Talk Show. I am personally so freaking excited to join Vawn Gretta today as I meet, along with you, the director and cast of the stage play, The Doors of the Church, with producer Kevin Q. Williams. Now, This is so very special for me because our very own co-host, my sister, my ride or die, she is one of the featured actresses in this production. Now I have had the pleasure of speaking with them already, okay, because I know I do that pre-show interview, so I get to meet the people behind the scenes before y'all get introduced to them. And I'm excited for you to have the same experience, if not better, of knowing them first as human beings, then as they are as their characters. Now, this episode will be a bit different from our usual format. So hang in there. And just know this is going to be a super treat, right? I'm totally excited. So I'm so nervous. I'm stumbling over my own words. So Vawn will have the floor tonight. She's been able to do that before, but it's going to be at a whole different level tonight, y'all. So allow us all to experience just a snippet of what everyone will be in store for at the stage production. Now, they will be live, and they will also have a virtual space to allow a massive number of people the opportunity to join in on the event. So you'll be given the information later on in the show, but y'all know I'm all excited and I'm braggadocious because my sister is all of it is Vawn
Gretta. I'm going to keep that braggadocious word. And so I'm sorry, sis, were you finished? Did I cut you off?
Oh, no. Okay. All on you, sis. I can relax.
You got your special seat too. Look, you are super comfortable. I'm so completely excited to have both producer and my fellow cast members here. And let me just start out by asking that everyone start their own watch party and share this link and purchase your tickets today, right now during the show or immediately after. I look forward to seeing each of you come out to the Stafford Center and let me know you saw this episode of the Real and Raw Talk Show with Nakia Franklin and Vawn Gretta. I really like to know it. And remember to like and share our YouTube page, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever else you may find us. And please, we want you to support our guests and what they do, their services, their knowledge and talents. And we're only asking that you do the same for the Real and Raw Talk Show. Whoops.
I heard drums.
Oh, it worked out, right? So episode by episode, we want to bring you more and appreciate you in advance. So let's see our numbers rise, okay? We can do that together. Don't forget to grant StreamYard access so we can see your comments as we go through the show. To do that, you go to www.streamyard.com/Facebook. And I'll put that in the chat there and pin it so you'll see what it is.
Absolutely. What she said. So let's get started right now. It is time to enter the no judgment, even in the church zone.
The
Hey.
I be jamming, girl, every time that thing is playing.
Right.
And I be watching you take it down to the ground. Get it. I mean, like, get it.
It's a blessing that the Lord allow us to still be able to take it down to the ground, Jesus.
The Lord don't allow me to do that because I got softball and marching band knees. They don't do that anymore. They don't do that.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Well, I'm not going to keep y'all at all. I am going to get this ball rolling in this first segment as we introduce the producer and cast to allow everyone the opportunity to see who they are as individuals before we discuss who they are as the cast, and give Vawn Gretta an opportunity to engage in an all-out conversation with her peers. And do the doggone thing. All right, so let's bring in the producer, Mr. Kevin Q. Williams. Hey.
That's
the epitome of black don't crack.
Hey, Jesus. 64.
Like, I don't even know how your beard is white and your hair is black. What?
Jesus. You got to talk to Jesus about all that. I didn't plan it.
All right.
Lucky.
All right.
I didn't plan it at all. I'm still waiting for this to turn gray too. But this being white,
looking like Moses.
We are made.
I've been called that. I have been called Black Moses before.
All right,
man.
But that ain't your name. All right, Black Moses, but so Kevin, can you tell us where you're from, what state do you currently reside in, and how long have you been acting?
Well, I was born in Fort Hood, Texas. I'm the son of a military dad, come from a military family. Everybody in my family either served in the military or married somebody in the military. Traveled around from 0 to 10, from Germany to Kansas to California to Germany to North Carolina, and then landed back in Texas at around the age of 10, and been here pretty much ever since.
Oh, wow. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Have you always had a passion and or a dream to become an actor in a stage play or write your own plays?
In my room. Grew up extremely shy. Didn't like being in front of people, and just like a lot of people who get into acting, kind of got into it more to kind of try to come out of my shell, to try to make myself not be shy. It didn't work, but hey,
okay,
we are who we are. The passion for it. I grew up watching my mom write skits and little plays for church and stuff like that. And it was just something that I kind of did. I wrote my own little stories for myself. Like, I'd read a book and then I'd think about my own little story outside of that book, and I just write it down. Now, of course, nobody ever saw those. And if anybody ever did, they may stumble upon something that actually might make some sense. But yeah, I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I've always wrote my own little books, comic books. I have my own little comic book hero, Chocolate Thunder, the Man Wonder. Hey, yeah, I never produced it, but it was always up in here. And don't be surprised if you see Chocolate Thunder, the Man Wonder someday. Flash.
I want to be in that show.
Okay, so how
might make me forget the Green Hornet. Oh wait, not green. What was it? Brown Hornet. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hornet, right, the Brown Hornet.
What is challenging to you as to begin creating plays? Was it challenging to begin being a producer?
Actually,
did you have family support along the way?
Yeah, that's one thing I can say is that I come from a close family. I'm number 7 out of 8. We actually call each other by our numbers. So if you're around my family and you hear somebody call 7, that's me. Okay. If we call 1, then we know that's my oldest brother, on down to number 8. So Yeah, we are known by our numbers as well as by our names.
Oh,
But yeah, my family has the first time I did the play, several of my family members traveled from Colleen to make sure they were in the audience to give baby brother their loving support. So yeah, that's always been there. And coming from a close-knit family, you know, you don't even ask for it. You just kind of expect it. So I know that my family is going to stream the play that's not in Texas, and those who can't travel down here anymore. So, you know, I'm baby brother, and if I'm 64, you know that means, you know, they're beyond that traveling stage, you know, comfortably. So, but they still give support through their words of encouragement. They've been putting it out on Facebook for me as I serve my term in Facebook jail. So, yeah.
Okay. So this is my last question for you. Now, what is one word you want people to know that you believe represents you?
Love.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's introduce Mr. Jimmie Captain.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. So we're going to jump right into the questions.
Okay.
So where are you from? What state do you currently reside in? And how long have you been acting?
I am from Houston, still living here in Houston, Texas, the great city that it is. I've been acting since 2012, I believe. Yeah, since 2012. Okay. And I really honestly got into it by kind of speaking it in the atmosphere, to be honest. I was having a conversation one day with myself and God. I was like, man, it would be really nice to get into a play, a stage play. And by some divine interest or whatever happened, I got a call about a week later to ask if I wanted to be in the play. And the first play was called My Life on Earth Expired. And then from that, it went on to the Doors of the Church. And it went on from there. And being an extra in the Grussel Diaries, which is a web series on YouTube. So it started off pretty well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. So you've always basically had a passion and a dream to become an actor. So that speaks volumes. So how long have you been in the creative arts industry performing? You said about 12 years. Anything prior to that?
No.
Okay.
No.
What was it? But that's okay. It was like definitive no. Was it challenging to begin acting, and did you have family support along the way?
It was a little, because there's a whole it's new. Okay. So anything new you're not used to is just like, you know, almost like shell shock. So but no, I have my great family has definitely supported me, and they come out to the shows, come out to each one I do, and they've been great. So no complaints there.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. So what is one word you want people to know about who you believe that you are, who you believe, that one word that represents you? Just
grateful.
One word. Grateful. So we have love and grateful. Thank you so very much. Lily, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. All right, young lady, let me jump into the questions. So where are you from, Lily? What state do you currently reside in? And how long have you been acting?
Okay, I am from Greenville, Texas. I currently live in Baytown, Texas. And this is my first play. So haven't been acting that long.
Excellent. So have you always had a passion and a dream to become an actress in a stage play?
Yes. Since I was about 17. So
okay. Sis, can you swap screens with her? I want to see her because she's talking right now and you looking down. So
yeah.
So how long have you been in the creative arts industry performing?
Not long at all. This will be, like I said, this is my first time coming out. But I have been around plays. I just have never been able to be in a play or any of that part. I've always been the one that wanted to do it, but never. I was shy. Most people don't believe that I was very shy.
Well, you have woken up. You have been awakened. Like they say, Black people need to wake up. Wake up. You woke up, girl. All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
So, was it challenging for you to begin performing? And did you have family support along the way?
I didn't hear the first part. I'm sorry.
Was it challenging for you to begin acting? And did you have family support along the way?
No, it wasn't challenging. I just said, you know what, I'm going to show up. What's the least he can say? No, I don't want you, or yes. So I was excited. So I was like, really wasn't going to take no for an answer. So he was stuck with me either way it went. But
whatever.
But yes, I do have family that is supporting me. I have my children. So my children are like, Mom, go ahead. So they're my cheerleaders. So.
Awesome. Well, that is always good to hear. I'm really loving how each of you all thus far has had that family support and had people to really encourage you along the way and not make the struggle that's already a struggle, that's already a challenge, that much more difficult to overcome. So before I move to is Stephanie or Tonia here? Oh, we have Tonia. No. Before I do that, Lily, come back to the face. Come back to the front, to the main screen. Lily. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is one word that you want people to know that you believe represents you? One word.
I would say very humble. Humble.
Thank you. So, Tonia, welcome to the stage. Front and center, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tonia. We got to get you in the very front. Can we highlight her, sis? Are we able to highlight her? Because I know we have multiple people. So, okay. So, where are you from, Tonia? And what state do you currently reside in? And how long have you been acting?
Okay, I'm from Beaumont, Texas, and I'm
Can you talk a
currently
little
living in
louder?
Missouri City, Texas.
Can you
I'm
speak a
from
little
Beaumont,
louder?
Texas, originally born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and I'm currently living here in Missouri City, Texas. I've been here in Houston area for over 5+ years now.
How long? 5 years?
Oh, over 25 years.
Oh,
Over
25
25
years.
years, yeah. And I've never acted before. Yeah, I've never acted before. This is my very first play. I'm really excited. I originally asked to just help out kind of backstage. And then he said he had a part for me. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know how I'm going to remember the lines. Kind of shy. I'm a member at the Fountain of Praise for over 20+ years now, where I'm a humble servant and a in the hospitality ministry. And I greet and I usher there. So that kind of helps me out my shell as well at the
Awesome.
front door.
Well, that
So
just sets you up
kind
to
of
be
just
able to
smile
be
and greet everybody
comfortable with getting in front of people. So you already had
a
a
little bit more.
calling upon your life. You just had to be put in a space in order for that calling to be manifested. That's what that was. So in the process, did you
Yes.
have support from your family since you've been doing this?
Yes. Yes. All the time. They are all there ready to come out and enjoy the show. They telling everybody as if I'm gonna be the star of the show. I'm like, I'll just have a small part, but please do come out and support my brother Q. I love what he's doing and I'm breaking out of that shell and glad to be a part of it. Rehearsing the lines daily here with my husband when I'm not at rehearsal with the guys.
Awesome. So I have one question for you left. What is one word you want people to know that you believe represents you?
Happy.
Okay.
Happy.
Thank
All
you.
the time. Happy.
Thank you.
Some
So
people
last
don't
but not
understand
least,
that is like the
thank you. Last but not least, Von Greta, I need you to come to the front of the screen. Huh? Ernest? Boy, what you doing? You hiding? Ernest,
Hey, I
Neal,
don't
come
run this show, okay? You got someone over there with the buttons. I'm just sitting here waiting. You gonna bypass me? Nobody can.
Ernest, Neal.
Yes.
Hello, love.
Oh, it's love now, huh?
It's always love, baby. It's always love. Okay, so
Hey, beautiful.
Ernest,
Yes, ma'am.
where are you from? What state do you currently reside in, and how long have you been acting?
I'm originally from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I moved here about 30 years ago. I currently live in Houston, here in Houston. Well, out here in Katy, Texas. And yeah, I've been acting maybe about I don't know, maybe like Jimmie with about 12 years or so, something like that, maybe a little more. Seriously,
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So,
Yeah,
have you always had a passion or a dream to become an actor in a stage play?
not really. I just thought it was interesting. Let me tell you how it happened. I'm an usher at the church that I joined when I moved here, and we were having a ministry fair, and the usher booth was right next to the drama ministry booth, and I spent more time talking to the people in the drama ministry booth. I didn't even recruit any people for usher, and they wound up recruiting me for the ministry, and that's where it started. That's where it took off. I started doing shows at church, and then kind of branched out doing some professional things. So that's where it kind of went from there.
Oh wow! Well, praise the
Yes.
Lord. Well, thank you for being obedient unto the usher ministry and the performance ministry.
Thank you.
You will. So, was it challenging to begin, and did you have family support along the way?
It really wasn't that much of a challenge. Deep down, I've always wanted to be some type of performer.
Okay.
My family, of course, is still in Oklahoma. Well, no. My brother lives in Fort Worth, and I have a sister still in Oklahoma. They've really never seen me perform. And this will be the first performance that they've seen me do due to the live streaming that will be available for this production. Wow. So I'm kind of excited that this will be the first one that they'll be able to see. But it really wasn't that much of a challenge. It was just something that I had to do to get over. Like Tonia, I was kind of shy, quiet, and it gave me an opportunity to just be different.
Okay, well, thank you. So, what is one word that you want people to know about you that you believe represents you?
Represents me? Maybe sincere.
All right, somebody laughing about that.
I know, and we're gonna have a conversation about that.
Oh wow! Okay, well, praise God. Okay, so Gretta.
Oh, now she rolling.
Come on, bring your face to the place, woman. So, sis, where are you from? What state do you currently reside in? And how long have you been acting? Where'd she go? Watch it. There you go.
I hail from Paris, France. I'm from Texas, by way of Texas, round the corner from Opelousas, Louisiana, back to Texas, down further south of Houston, and I currently reside on the southeast side of Houston.
Well, all right. Thank you, ma'am. I know y'all followed that. Y'all got that.
I don't know where she's from.
Around the corner.
And nobody asked you.
Oh,
First of all,
look, y'all hold this for part 2.
I believe the host and the owner is speaking.
Have you always had the passion and dream to become an actress in a stage play?
No, I started off wanting to really perfect my manicuring skills by painting toenails for elephants. Yes, I have always wanted to be on the stage forever.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. How long have
You're
you
welcome.
been in the creative arts industry performing?
Say that again, please, ma'am.
How long have you been in the creative arts industry performing?
From the humble beginnings of my experience in my mother's womb.
Okay. Was it challenging to begin performing? And did you have family support along the way?
I had family support. This is where I'm gonna get slightly serious. My mom would sing to me good nighty songs, and she is a beautiful vocalist. She actually has a lovely alto voice, very pure in tone. And so I knew I wanted to do music on stage. My dad was always in the audience for, I don't know, 90% of my performances on stage. He was there with his camcorder and everything, or camera. But yeah, so I always had them, with him for sure, in the audience. He's always been there. And so, like, I really was being serious. I had, before Harvey, I had a tape recording of me singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Don't Laugh at Me. I was like 2.5 or something like that, 3, and I was singing next to his organ he was playing, and I started scatting. No kidding. And so I don't have it anymore, but it happened. But yeah, I know that you said family support. What was the other question? I'm sorry.
What is one word you want?
No, it was something else you asked me. I forgot. I don't think I answered it.
You answered
I did. Okay, go ahead.
What is one word you want people to know that you believe represents you?
Vulnerable. Unfortunately.
What?
Oh wow. Okay, great.
You don't know me, Jimmie. Okay, don't come for me. Don't think just because we on the live internet that I ain't gonna be myself.
Hey, do you?
Okay, so as y'all get ready to transition perfectly to our guests, thank you very much for sharing so genuinely, as well as yourself, Vawn Gretta. I am going to transfer this over to you, and I'm going to sit back and watch. Oh!
Now, let's get started. Okay. So,
she done took the glasses off. She done took the glasses off.
Well, we gonna act like we know me tonight, huh, Mr.
I'm
Ernest?
taking my glasses off too. I may not be able to see, but I'm taking them off. You know?
Nakia, watch out, girl. The whole crew full of thespians is about to be on in this place tonight.
Come on.
Let's
Take
get
your
it
glasses
on
off,
in.
Tonia. Join us. Come on,
You
Tonia.
already, ain't nobody scared you neither, Jimmie. Take them off then. I still see that gap. I still see that gap.
For this.
That's right. Everybody take your glasses off.
So,
There we go. Now we all ready. We all ready. We can't see, but we all ready.
I'm just gonna follow the light.
Nakia, you about to enjoy your evening. Just put your seatbelt on, girl. Get ready. I don't even know. I know, right? Okay, so the first thing I want to say, and this is going to be my sincere, serious moment, and that's it. I can't promise nothing else. I want everybody to know that Kevin is the reason why I'm a playwright, because we wrote my first play together. So I want to give God glory for you, and thank you very much for sowing a seed that I didn't even know was happening at the time. I was just looking for somewhere to perform, and it was like, where am I going to perform? I just created my own show. And then somebody introduced you to me, and then bam. And as a result of Katrina,
now. Come on.
As a result of Katrina, God will make great nets out of a great mess. Won't he? Somebody say hallelujah. I really was being serious. I really am being serious.
If I didn't start acting up, I would have started crying. So don't do me. Don't do me in front of everybody.
I'm going to leave you alone.
Don't cry, okay? Don't cry.
You don't cry. I ain't going to talk about something.
Center and focus. Center and focus.
Before I come to my fellow colleagues, I'm going to ask a question to Q. So, Q, without giving away the show, what do you want people to take away from coming to the show? What do you want them to feel? What do you want them to be? How do you want them to receive? What's your hope and desire?
I am hoping that they come away with realizing that church people are real people too. Church people bleed, church people lie, church people steal, church people do good, church people do bad. They're no different than anybody walking around out in the world. And I always had this false perception that church people, those who went to church all the time, were the good people, and those of us who weren't going to church were the bad people. And so when I started going to church myself and really going, I started seeing that they were the same as me. As a matter of fact, when I was coming out the club and straddling church and club, I saw half the people that I was going to the club with at church. So the realness in that is part of what's in this play. It kind of just tries to point out the different issues and faults that we all have, and just poke a little fun at it at the same time and just enjoy it. Because the bottom line is we all need to be real.
Are you proud of your cast?
Oh, my cast! I'm like, I told you I don't cry. I've cried a few times already because it's sometimes y'all just have me so up in my head about seeing the vision of everything coming to pass, and I really can't wait to see the songs ministered, because y'all got a taste of the songs in rehearsal. But when they are ministered on stage, I'll be there to pick y'all up when y'all fall out. That's all I got to say. So, but the cast, oh my God, it's just so just like when I was talking about when Ruth and Cammie were on stage. And they didn't say every single line that was written, but everything that needed to be conveyed was conveyed. And they did it without their script. I'm like, that's it coming to pass right there. And they did it so well because they've been communicating with each other and they're together as a team. It's just like when you with Jimmie and with Ernest, you guys are so together because you guys click together so well. It's just so good to see all of Tonia. If you saw Tonia at first and then you see her now, you just have to smile because she stepped up to the plate and knocked it out the park with Anna. I mean, from the voice to the attitude.
Yeah.
She showed me the costume she gonna have. Y'all got to see it. So yeah, I love y'all.
Wait. So you wrote the play, but you give your cast room to maneuver and make it their own part.
I that's something inside of me that just, I want to respect people 100%. The love that I have for doing what I do allows me to not have to control it. Like I always tell you guys, I'm in charge, but I'm not in control. There's only one who's in control of everything that we do, and that's not me. So I may run the play, I may direct the play, but you guys are the ones that make the play. I can't act all those parts by myself. So if I didn't have you guys, I wouldn't have a play. I'd have some words on a piece of paper. So
Bless
you
the
guys
Lord.
of the play.
I'll be coming over to Deacon and Reb in a minute. Lily,
Yes.
Now tell me, who is the name? What is the name of your character in the play?
My name is Ruth.
Ruth. Okay.
Yes.
And what type of person is Ruth? Can you tell
Ruth
us a
is-
little bit? Don't give away the play. Oh wait, before I go, no. Go ahead. Don't give us away to play.
I'm
But
not.
tell me who you are.
I'm just gonna say
What you want people to know about your character.
She's a strong woman. That's all I can say. She's a strong woman in this, and she's a good friend. She's a good friend.
Why do you believe this play is the play to bring your family and friends to come and see?
Well, for one, this will be the first one, so nobody has ever seen me. They heard me talk about being in a play, but I think they will get something out of this play as well. So, and it'll be fun. Yeah,
I don't know if we say that, but it's gonna be redemptive too, right? But it is gonna be fun. We have fun, y'all. We are really gelling as a cast, and we are having some serious fun. Even those of us who are anyway leadership in the play, and they just have tons of issues. But we'll get to that in a minute. Tonia.
I think she's talking about you, Rev.
It can't be me, because you noticed she had to take a swallow before she said what she said.
I noticed
You have to swallow before you speak.
That was a big gulp.
See how they be clowning me? See how leading men be clowning me? That's okay. I'm coming for y'all in a minute. Just wrap up. Tonia. Is Tonia with me? Can you hear me, sweetie? There she goes. Look. I wanted to ask you the same thing. Can you tell people about your character in the play? What's your character's name? Is she with me? I think she got some technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, we can hear you.
Hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I prayed up. I don't know what that was. We just came up for Halloween. I'm gonna come back to you, sweetheart. And I'm gonna be watching you when it feels like you're not frozen. Okay, so before I go to Jimmie and Ernest,
see, just throwing your name out there.
Do y'all find it incredible that all of us had the nerve to be shy about putting our gift on stage?
Yes.
Everybody's, I didn't say it, but I
don't
felt
see the shyness. I'm like, how could you have ever been shy? I don't see it.
You talking about me?
I'm talking about Lily. I'm talking about everybody. Shy?
You said you were shy too. You said you were shy too.
Okay.
I'm talking about myself too.
Oh, okay.
Don't say everybody, say me. My question was, do y'all find it all of us said that we were shy?
Yes.
Don't be lifting your eyes to me, okay?
Are we doing what?
Everybody.
Don't be making your eyes big.
I love how the
I can't see. I didn't see anything until your eyes got big. There she is.
This is the whole rehearsal right here.
His eyes got big.
There you go. They got to see you.
With your eyes.
Boy, your eyes got big. Stop that.
Lily said,
Jesus.
your eyes got big. Said,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Put that on pause. Take a screenshot of that.
He did it twice.
I want to do the sign of the cross here. Wait a minute now.
Give me nightmares.
Hold up, Jesus.
Get my old on my purse.
It's so cute because Tonia is frozen right there and everybody's moving and active, but she was just sitting there just smiling the whole time.
You know what? Tonia really is. She really is sweet. Never out. When y'all
And she always has a smile on her face too, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
She does.
As Nakia were asking questions, I said, am I hearing everybody say they were shy? I was, though, for real. I was scared to sing in front of people. I was deathly scared of it. I remember one time at a family reunion, I ran out somebody said everybody third side of the piano, everybody gathered around the piano, do music. And I ran out of the house on my bike and went somewhere because no kidding. But anyway, so let me go down to. Yes, baby. Did you hear her say Mother Rupert? And she pronounced the T? Because if you don't pronounce the T, you ain't talking to me. You got something to say, little baby? And okay, she froze again. So I'm gonna go over to Deacon Smith. Deacon. If you could please.
Don't y'all stop.
Look, I told you all that in confidence, so please don't bring this to this platform, sir. Don't nobody need to be in our business tonight.
I got you.
Can you tell us about your playing? Can you tell us this is the stage? This is what real acting looks like. Because ain't you about to get married? Okay, so tell us about. Tell us, what would you like the people to know about your character without giving away the play?
He's definitely not me. He is. If anybody that knows me, like know me, like been around me, that's not me. So let's not get it twisted and get it confused. Like, oh, that ninja, he really like that. Oh, yeah.
It's so, acting.
Yeah.
We don't know.
But, I don't know. He doing a little too good. He doing a little too good.
A little too good. Then maybe I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in the first place.
Now, why would you say that why would you believe that the play is a play to bring your family and friends to come see?
Oh, honestly, because with this play, honestly, if you think about it, like what Q has put out there, I think everybody has thought, or at least had that conception about church. And at least I know I have been in a few churches that I've seen with my own, eyes, like Rev say. So, and honestly, it's pretty much what we say in the back of our heads, but we don't speak out loud.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
That is what you see of like, oh man, he doing this or she doing like, oh, it's only amongst like, that's why people need to come see it. Like it's everything brought into the open, even to today's today's churches. It's
because this play is set back in the 90s, right? But it's still relevant today.
But it's still relevant today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's everlasting.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing, Q.
That's what he said. Unfortunately, I agree with Jimmie. Unfortunately.
Thank you, Deacon Smith. Now, unto the leader of our association, Lord. Oh, hey! Oh, there it is. Come on now. Down to Deacon Smith. Hey. Look at that smile on his face, y'all.
Go ahead.
I would like to introduce to some and present to others the good Reverend Bledsoe.
Laying with that. The good Reverend
Bledsoe.
Don't be jealous, Deacon.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, we'll address that too.
Reb. Mr. Reb Bledsoe. Cephas. I'm going to need you to.
This is Dwayne. Dwayne Bledsoe.
His mom looked at him and said Cephas when he was born. She was on that
problem
stuff.
is Jesus, the Cephas came out.
Probably.
Probably had no teeth. Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
Reverend Cephas Dwayne Bledsoe.
I think we just added a few more lines to that script.
How did you come to be the senior pastor of the church?
I'm sorry. Yes.
How did you come to be the senior pastor of the church?
through manipulation and
a little deceit,
a little manipulation, and a lot of bit of grace.
He went to Grace.
Now, what do you want people to know about Reverend Bledsoe?
I think they'll come to see that Reverend Bledsoe is misunderstood. He's still on a journey, and
oh my gosh,
what's his name for brother's plan?
King.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to give too much away. He's gonna be quite a spectacle.
I can see that.
You see that?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Now then, tell me, why do you believe the play is a play to bring your family and friends?
Well, like like a lot of people have touched on, and what kind of resonates with me as regarding this production is being involved in a ministry at a church. You get to kind of be behind the scenes sometimes, and you get to see how other people are. And it's really interesting that when you're in church and you're like, wait a minute now, interesting. Not that you're passing judgment, it's just that, well, sometimes you don't expect to see what you see or hear what you hear.
Uh-huh.
And I think it'll be a nice little something for all to take part in.
What's something? That ain't good grammar. That ain't English.
That ain't what?
I said that ain't good grammar. That ain't English. You need words, real words. You're a whole reverend of a whole church. That's the best you can do.
No, that's not the best I can do. But that's what you gonna get.
Hey.
You're gonna get something.
Hallelujah.
Oh, Lord.
So I guess you
Honda's got a bad connection, so she's experiencing some technical difficulties.
That's okay. Just leave her in the room with us.
Oh, I'm leaving it.
Watching her picture.
I'm laughing at Nakia because Nakia is as much as she is enjoying this, girl, you don't even have no idea how you're going to enjoy that play. And I guess I'll answer my own question. So, hi, I'm Vawn Gretta, and I was, you be in a group, and I play Mother Rupert. I am the glue that holds this whole church together. Hallelujah.
She is Elmer's.
Yeah, the Washington.
And that's Mother Rupert. And as you can see, the T. If you don't pronounce the T, you speak to me, which several people has figured out, especially Reverend Bledsoe. Ain't that right, Cephas?
You know it.
So, yes. And so she is, I'm like Jimmie. I am not her. As a matter of fact, when Q offered the role to me, he said, I want you to play it because I know you are not her. And so you will enjoy her. I will only say that I am the villain. And I have been waiting to play a villain. Lord have mercy. I love villains, right? You can.
I think you get a little bit more freedom with villains. So yeah, I get that.
You do.
And the thing is like you said, Jimmie, and even Rev touched on it, is we all know these people. And I certainly know her, and I've run into her several times. That's why I'm enjoying, playing her. And when he explained who she is, I said, oh, God, yes. I think in a conversation, I said, give me that role right now. So awesome. I love it. Now, we've all talked about who we are. We talked about our names. Tonia, it looks like you're moving and grooving.
She's moving.
Are you okay?
That was a blink. I saw a blink.
Yeah, I'm trying to
blink.
move
I
it
see a
around.
nail.
Maybe I just got a bad connection. Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yeah, we can hear you.
Come through.
We sending the vibe of good technology.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yay.
Are you still there?
Okay.
Okay.
I got a bad connection.
Well, let's see why you working. Yes. Can you hear us say yes? Thumbs up. I don't think she can hear us.
That's okay. Just be.
That's okay. We'll just move on.
Just be still.
Well, we can come back to her. I'll tell you that Anna is near and dear to Mother Rupert's heart. She is still, she's still precious, even though she's driven by Mother Rupert. So, Tonia, can you answer us and tell us what you want people to know about your character, Anna? No, we tried it. Ain't gonna work. Listen,
man, I don't know what ghosting came to your mic, but I ain't trying to get it.
I know somebody got some holy oil. We're gonna have to rebuke that thing and get it out of her phone.
In the name of Jesus.
Yes, in the name of Jesus.
Well, look, you guys, I want to thank you for indulging me and the audience and Nakia and tell us who your character is. As anybody can see that's watching this, I mean, it's gonna be so much fun. But I can tell you that you are gonna laugh, and I promise you will cry. And you're gonna have some, you're gonna have some of those you talk back to the screen kind of moments. I know, not. It's an edge of your seat kind of show. And like you said, all of his cast, they bring it to life, man. And this is not the full cast. This is not it. This is not it. This is
not even.
There's like six more people.
This is 1/3 of the cast.
Right. So it's 6 or 7 more people.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So you in for a treat. So I'm gonna hand it over to Nakia because she didn't finish her drink, and I've been watching her over there chill and be cute and like completely chill. She been over there. Did y'all see her? She was like, I'm enjoying this.
She was laying in the cut. She was laid back.
She was back at home chilling.
Well, I want to know.
Right. Yeah.
I want to know from any one of you. I want to know. At the end of the day, where does your heart fall when it comes to the doors of the church? Like, what is that thing that you get from your experience as a performer in this particular platform on this stage for this play? Because there's so many people out there that have their own views and opinions of church, and the hypocrites in the church, and the those that are holier than thou.
Oh,
and thou.
Oh yeah.
Preach.
And you have those that are ego driven because of the position that they're in. And you have those that, they got all kinds of secrets.
Oh, my God.
All kinds of secrets, right?
Oh my God.
But in the presence of the people and in the presence of the preacher, they're so perfect.
Oh,
and
Lord.
Their life is just right. And they don't have no demons and they don't have no struggles. And when you have those that are going through things, or those that get pregnant out of wedlock, or those that struggle
have
with
you already seen the play?
Or addiction. No, I have not. And then you have those that judge them, but they are too good to be judged themselves.
Yeah,
and
Lord.
You have those that want to preach and teach and tell you what you should do with your life, but they're not willing to receive anything themselves. But then they don't want to share anybody what their struggles and challenges are, which is why they know how to provide guidance, but you can't receive guidance from them because they're too perfect.
Yeah.
So when you have people and experiences like that, and as your experience of these performers, what few words each of you a sentence or two, okay, to be respectful of time, would you like to bring home so people can understand why they need to be present for this? You go ahead. You?
Open to anybody? Open to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, me. Again, it just goes back to facing the reality of we're really the it's hard telling the difference between the world and the church at times, and I just want to drop the facade. That was one of the things in getting closer to God. I realized how fake I was, and wanting to escape that fakeness, I said I really got to get back out in the world again so that I can minister correctly, because I was off and I wanted to be on. That's what this play does for me. It puts me back on.
Wow. Thank you. So, Jimmie, what about you? What is a sentence or two that you can leave with us to help us understand?
Just to, because honestly, we here, like, for me, I'm here to minister. Like, this is my gift and the portion of me to minister to the people, to show them that, okay, this is educational. This is not to just really point anybody out, but it's to be mindful of what the church is, or I can say the church, but some churches are, I should say. Because, and again, I go back to my experience. Like, I've seen it and experienced it, felt it. It's these holier than thou people, or these oh, well, if you're not doing this, then you're not saved, or if you're not doing this, you're just a terrible person. You just and it's just that kind of hypocritical judgment that turns a lot of people away from the church. Which, like, for me, for a while, I hated going to church just because I get to see that. Or it's like, oh, if I didn't do it this way, or I didn't do it the way you think I should do it, it sucked. I literally hated church because I thought it was just y'all worse than the people on the street. I'd rather deal with people on the street than I would people inside of a church house.
Wow, thank you, Lily. Can you answer that question, love?
To be honest, it's more like, being in it, it'd be like you would say it's an eye opener. So it's an eye opener to let you know that it's still happening. Since then, nothing has changed, basically. So I believe people can take from it and, try to do better. Try to not be so hypocritical about it, and try to work on what we can change so people can come back to the church. So
awesome, beautiful.
I'm hoping that is an eye opener. I mean, yes, there's some funny parts, but it's also a serious situation that we want to draw more people to the church. Is basically that's what the title really means to me. So we're gonna open it up for them. Now, what they do after, we just hope that they get the picture.
Oh, praise God!
That's
Ernest.
some good stuff right there.
Right?
Yes, ma'am. Very well said, Miss Lily. Very well said. Very well said.
Ernest up in there.
Okay, Lily.
I know you're having some technical difficulties, love. You just continue to stay right there smiling. We got you, okay? And Ernest, can you tell us your
for me, watching what goes on, it seems that church has become a place for a lot of people to perform. And it's like at the end of the week, I put on this, and then I go to church, and I'm just like, hey, this is where I'm going to be this person. I'm going to become this person. And, you're looking at what people are wearing, or you're looking at how somebody's moving, or what kind of vehicle they drove up in, or what the pastor's wife is wearing, and
true.
What this person on the usher board said about such and such. It becomes something like a performance for a lot of people. And, if you're in ministry enough, you'll see that. And I think you'll be able to recognize a lot of people in the production, a lot of people that represents what you see in church on a weekly basis.
Thank you, Ernest. Vawn, Gretta, if you can share, and then I'm going to close it out. You can answer the question.
there's a misconception that if you going through, like if your life is being hit with a storm, somehow you're not close to God and or serving him. Oh, well, if you had faith, that would be going on in your life. That's a lie from the pits of hell. You can go ahead and ask Joel what's that, Job? You can go ahead and ask Rahab. You can go ahead and ask Noah. Can you imagine how bad that's why he was a drunk. He was dealing with it.
Come on.
Clowning him for years and years, trying to build a boat when it never rained before. They drove that man crazy. They rotated his sanity.
Thank
He couldn't handle it. So, but anyway, my whole point to answering that was, this is what this is going to do. It's going to show you that people of God who are truly serving God can really be going through a storm and yet still have faith and be counting on God to come out.
Thank you.
If I can say one more thing, the title itself, Jesus is the door. Okay, he is the door, but each one of us individually is a door as well. So the doors of the church represents each and every individual, saved or unsaved. And we hold the key to whether somebody comes in the front door, the back door, the side door, or the trap door, so long as we get them in the door. And if we are not open with our door, we're going to keep people shut.
Thank you so very much. So I'm going to leave with these words, and we're going to share the links and the information on this episode, as well as after the show after party. But I would like for you to, Kevin, if you can briefly say the name of the website in order to get the tickets. I want you to say that, and then I'm going to close with my parting words before 10 o'clock, if I can get it in before you, in a second.
Okay, actually, just the Cash App is how you're doing the tickets right now. I do have an Eventbrite set up, but generally people have just been doing the Cash App, which is the letter QDUBYA and the number 7. So that's the cash sign QDUBYA 7. And real quick, I got to mention Stephanie Woodhouse. She's the other person who would have been on here. Her character is Jewel. She's been in all 3 productions, and she is indeed a jewel. I have to at least say something about her.
She is.
Thank you.
She's my heart. She is really my heart.
Thank you so very much. And I see that that's the same sentiment that everyone receives on that. So I'm just going to say this. Love, grateful, humble, happy, vulnerable, and sincere. Well, that's all for today's episode of the Real and Raw Talk Show with Nakia, Franklin, and Vawn Gretta. Don't forget to come meet us at 10:15 p.m. on the After the Show After Party with our favorite comedian, Slappy Payne. So again, this is the Real and Raw Talk Show where there is no judgment and no boundaries. See you soon.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Real and Raw Talk Show with Nakia Franklin and Vawn Gretta. Remember to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel today. A special thanks to our guests, sponsors, and audience members. We are grateful for your support of our programming. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor of one of our shows, please email us at info.realrawtalkshow@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. This has been a Wisdom Entertainment production in association with Social Integration. The views and opinions expressed on the show do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the Real and Raw Talk Show with Nakia Franklin and Vawn Gretta. Any content provided are opinions and do not intend to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything. Stay connected and join us for our next conversation where there are no boundaries and no judgments.